Will, Jack, Noah, where are we?
We're at the Black Country Museum. Put it on YouTube.
I will. I'll put them all on YouTube. I always put them on YouTube.
Put it on YouTube. Put it on YouTube. This man told you to put it on. To say, put it on YouTube. I told
That's it. Oh, what you got there, Noah?
The map.
You got the map, the Black Country Museum. Shall we head in then? What is it? Jack the... No. Say it again. No, Jack the Ripper. Yeah, Jack the Ripper.
That's supposed to be you. That's supposed to be Daddy the Ripper because you bump and it's a bit this. It's a bit this. No, it's a bit Mommy and Daddy. The Ripper because Mommy does pumps and you do poops.
Okay, thank you very much, Will.
Yeah. Oh no, can't.
Is it?
That's so new, isn't it? Hang on, let me do my
My first car was one of those.
Oh, I always want to have a look. Grandpa, pick him up. You want to have a look?
What cars have we
No,
got here
Jack.
then?
Blue one.
Pardon?
Blue one.
A blue one. Oh, yeah. That's it. But did you say there's a fire engine? I can't see a fire engine. Where is it? Over there? Oh my gosh, it is. Wow, it's even got a bell on the front as well. Do you think the firemen ring that bell when there's a fire? When they have to rush over to get and put the fires out? Yeah, look at that car in front, over there. It's missing the front wheel. It's only got one wheel at the front. It's only got one wheel.
Or not. Apple. I really think that motorbike was the one that we couldn't see. I think. No, we said there's a mini.
I don't know, it might be.
No,
Sure.
I said there was one that's not. No, we're going to the Black Country Museum now.
That's it, we're in the Black Country Museum, that's it. So you got the mine entrance. That's it. So head over to this way. Cheers. So we're going into the mines. This is what people used to do. This is where everybody used to work, you know, like we work in offices.
That was just the bit that you told us that we didn't want to go in.
That's it.
So we didn't want to go in this bit now.
Yeah.
No, when we were going then we didn't want to go in this bit.
We're not going in the underground. We're just going inside to show you what people used to look like when they used to work over there.
I think going on that too,
Exactly. Come on in. Come on in, Will. Putting the coal in the fire to making it nice and warm.
Nice and toasty in a minute. Don't go near it, alright? Stay away from it a bit. She can often puff a bit sometimes.
Isoning. 3, 2, 1. And I'm not burned again, folks.
That's it. They're doing all construction around by the mine. So the mine's closed at the moment because of COVID, and they're doing construction. But we can have a look around to see what they mined out the mine. You want to have a look at the coal? Yeah, look. So you can walk around by where the mine was, but that was a good talk, wasn't it? That lady told us all about the different types of gases that you can find in the
Are we
mine
on the
and
mine?
how they dealt with
Are we
all
on
the
the
gases.
mine now?
We're going round by the mine, yeah? So that lady told us all about the different types of gases that you can find in the mine and how you get rid of them all. But yeah, what do you think all this is here? Are these all stones?
No.
What's this then, Will?
I forgot what it's called.
What do you think it's called? Is it coal?
Yeah,
What's it called?
Coal.
Coal. Yeah, lots and lots of coal.
Why is it beautiful?
Because it was easy. Because what they did, they'd mine it out of the, well, they'd get it out of the mines.
What do they want coal for now?
Because the coal was used to power all their engines and keep the heating going. But look, that's what they used to do. Look, Will, behind you there. They put train tracks, little mini train tracks inside the mine, and all the workers would put all the coal on them little
Oh yeah, they used to put it in
little buckets.
and they used to put it in the train to make it go faster.
Exactly. So that track would be all the way inside the mine, and then once they fill up those little buckets, they'd be able to wheel it out nice and easy rather than trying to drag it all across the bumpy ground. And plus, once that's filled up, do you think that's going to be light, or do you think it would be heavy to move?
Heavy.
It would be heavy, wouldn't it? That'd be very heavy to move. So by having it on wheels, it makes it a lot easier to push.
They can't breathe underground, can't they?
They can breathe underground, but you've got to be very careful because, like that lady was saying in that talk, there's lots of different gases. So you've got methane gases and you've got carbon monoxide, and all that kind of stuff stops you from breathing, and it can catch fire. There's lots of different gases, so you've got to be very careful when you go inside the mine. Yeah, so that's the mine just towards some of the older houses. Shall we have a look inside one?
Why did these houses need to be small?
Because we didn't need very much things. We didn't have a lot of the stuff that we have now. Well, they didn't have a lot of stuff then, so you'd have, here, let's have a look inside this room. What's inside here? This is like the outhouse area. Wow, look. Had a fireplace, a laundry room, that's what this was. So this was a laundry room, and you can tell that because you got the sink, you got the oven there to keep things nice, but then you got the press there. So you put the clothes, you put the wet clothes through there, and it will dry them out. That's water, but they've dyed it blue, so you can actually see that it looks like water. So come on, then, let's have a look inside the house. Ah, look at this.
Hi. Hello.
It's a big living room, isn't it, Will?
Do you think you'd like to live in a house like this? No. Believe it or not, this house is a lot better than a lot of them round here. You know. We've got a bit of money here.
Could you imagine that, Will? This would be your living room and kitchen, I
This
think.
is the parlour.
Oh, the
kitchen's
parlour.
next door.
So, yes, it was. We did spot that, actually.
We don't
Yeah.
have an everyday room like other houses where they have to do everything in one room. This is just parlour. Through there's my pantry. It was a shop, but now it's my pantry. We got that built, but that was set 1910 here, but the brew house came in 1924. And that's when they had running water fitted for the first time.
Very
so
good.
They did have running water, so they had a flushable toilet as well.
So is this the heart of the home then?
This was, yeah, but a lot of parlours weren't used every day. So with this family, so this is the Bradley family, they would only use the parlour at night. It wasn't a thing to do to be in here all the time. So this was one of the special occasions, like if it's a birthday, they might invite you around, sit around the fire, have a piece of cake. Most of the day-to-day living, you was either at work, or if you was the lady of the house, you was in the brew house, either doing laundry. What do you do for fun?
What do you like, Will?
Or what's your favourite thing in the world?
Do you like football and Aston Villa?
We have football in 1910. So what colour's your football?
Gold.
Gold!
White and red.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Well, ours was like a brown leather one. It was made out of pig skin. That's what ours was made out of. But it's changed.
And Will, ask what kind of games consoles they had back then as well.
Oh, what?
Xboxes and PlayStations.
Xboxes and PlayStation. I've never heard of it.
That's it. No internet, no iPads.
Well, there was telephones, but not many houses had them. It was mainly people of business that had a telephone. So somebody who needed to work from home, like an office sort of based job. And if you wanted to make a phone call, you had to go outside to make one and go to watch TV. In 1910 there was no TV. Do you know when the first telly came out? A lot of people would say the 1950s. So the Queen. 1930s.
Wow.
That's when the first TVs came out. And how big's your telly? Is it huge or is it tiny? Huge, like this.
It's a big TV, isn't it?
Well, in 1936, when the first telly came out, it was in a big cupboard. About yay wide and about yay tall. A lot shorter, so big. About there. It looked like a little table. You had to open it up, and there was a tiny, tiny screen. Shall I show you?
Wow.
And to watch that TV in 1936, it was inside that table. There was a little mirror on the lid. And you had to watch it through the mirror. And the mirror was slightly like cartoons.
Do, don't you?
Do you watch them all the time?
I used to, but I don't anymore because I'm growing up.
Oh, that's, I like that. That's a good answer, that. So you don't watch TV all the time then?
No.
That's great, mate. Do you play outside then? Oh, that's excellent.
If you've got a choice, it's mostly outside in the back garden playing football all the time
that's
with your twin
fantastic.
brother, who's somewhere around. But
That's brilliant because you don't hear of many kids doing that anymore.
Uh,
You know what I mean? 'Cause they're
exactly,
always
this is
indoors,
it.
aren't they? So that's kids. That's what if I told you. Children's Hour in the 1950s, because there wasn't a channel for children in the 1930s. It was all BBC newscast sort of stuff. Or about if I told you you'd have 1 hour on a Saturday.
oh my gosh, Will, 1 hour to watch kids programs.
A lot of it was news.
Now you've got CBeebies, haven't you? Or when you used to watch it, you used to be able to watch it all
You're a
day.
big kid now. You
That's
don't
it.
watch that now, do you? No.
6.
So you've still got a few years yet. So in 7 years' time, if I'm still around, never know, come back and tell me when you're 13 that you still like doing your football, you hardly watch TV, and you like to go outside a lot, and you're going to still do the laundry. Mum and
That's
Dad.
it. Is that a promise?
So when
Yeah.
you're 30, you have to come back and ask to leave.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
Shall,
See you later. Bye.
shall we have a look at this other room before we go
So
then?
that's the pantry.
And that's the pantry. There you go. Ah, that's where all the food will be stored, ready to make all the meals. Right, it's a big house, isn't it?
Yeah, keep up football, I've got to say that.
No, that's it. Well, thank you very much for your time. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. See you a bit. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Go on then, shall we find the rest of them? That was interesting, wasn't it, Will?
People think it was the 1950s that the TV came back, but it was the 1930s.
Yeah, that's it.
Why did-
1930s when the TV came
Why
out.
did she whisper to us?
Because she was talking to you. That was
Why did he smile? What did I do awful? Why did he smile? Why did he do it?
those with
Yeah, hold on then.
motorbikes.
Are you in there, Jack? Oh. That's where they sold all their radios. They didn't have TVs back then,
I want the black.
so they had radios instead.
I want that.
That? That looks like a pharmacy.
Wow, this is a pharmacy.
What's through there? Oh, you want to walk through there? Alright, let's have a look. What's through there then, Will? Alright.
Don't go through it.
Get out of my back garden. It's the order of the Peaky Blinders. Will, Peaky Blinder behind you, Will. Quick, run. He's gonna get you. What did the Peaky Blinders do? What did they do with their caps?
They have fingers inside.
What did their fingers inside?
The
Razor blades inside the caps, didn't they?
razor blade.
That's it. Oh, shall we go and have a look inside the houses?
Oh, you can go inside them.
Oh, look.
You can actually go up.
Wow, look at the TV.
A wireless.
That's kind of what that lady was saying, wasn't it, Will? That
What?
lady that was telling us about the TVs.
During the 1930s, radios were a must-have item. People tuned in down to listen to a wide range of
That's the
shows.
one. Is that the one?
No, that's a radio. That's a TV. Look at that in a big box, and that would have been considered a big TV as well. Is that big a TV, Noah?
No. That could be an old-fashioned thing.
It would, exactly. Noah, is your TV at home bigger than that one over there? Yeah. Wow, Will. Oh, look at the bedrooms.
Can you imagine going?
How comfy does that bed look? Does it look very comfy?
No, it's tiny.
Is it tiny? What about this one? Wow. Do you think these bedrooms are big or small? They are a little bit small, aren't they? Oh, watch some more stairs, because there's some more stairs there. Don't fall down them. Oh, look at this. Oh, listen to the nice music. Yes. I don't know, somebody's left a cup of tea on the table. Why haven't they put it in the sink?
What if they die?
Well, look, dominoes. Got dominoes on there. This is the old-fashioned dominoes. Big fat dominoes on the table. On the coffee table.
What domino?
Oh no, on the bookcase even.
What's domino? What's domino? Oh
Yeah, but your dominoes are made,
yeah. Oh yeah, domino.
they're black, aren't they? Well, those ones are white
When
dominoes.
they died or passed away when they were drinking a cup of tea.
They could have done, yeah, and left a cup of tea there.
Oh, look, that was the family. Look, there's a girl, and a man, and a lady.
Oh, nice. You're drinking in somebody's living room. Did you take your shoes off before you walked in? Right. I'll be careful. Do you want me to hold your drink while you walk down?
Yeah.
This is an
Then what if we went down the same? Then what if we went down the same stair?
I know, could you imagine that?
That was the mince.
That
We used to have one of them
Morning,
minces. Definitely,
today.
100%. Put in the meeting now. I can see my gran mincing that.
Don't kick the water, kids. Excuse me.
Look how soaking you are now. Go back in your leg. Yeah, it was like a fountain.
William.
What have you done?
No, look, Mom, look, we should have gone
That's the first time.
I just did it.
I was at the chip shop. Where are we off to now? This looks familiar. Is this a school? Let's go in there. Okay.
They also get into full education and full parents work really hard to send them to school. They're straight to get the money to send them to school. Most of the orders is one person. You send your children, you can have a children. I know kids. I know that said that you were crazy. Yes, I can rather well. I know. Actually, I think there's children. With a hat on, you should have a hat on the broad. That's the front now. I don't always say that, but you tattoo.
Do you like the school, Noah?
No.
Could you imagine if that was your teacher? Oh my goodness, man. I don't think I'd have ever survived school if I was born in them times. I wouldn't have a hand. I was always naughty in school. Imagine that every time you were naughty, you'd have your hand smacked with that big stick by the school teacher. Yeah, you couldn't be naughty. You had to sit there and listen. Like his sign said, silence is golden. All children had to be seated there or sat down, saying nothing. And then when the teacher asked you a question, you had to give him the correct answer. And if you give him the wrong answer, it'd get you up to the front of the class and smack your hand.
Why?
Because if the teacher was teaching you something and you wasn't listening, or you wasn't learning, that meant you weren't listening. And if you weren't listening, that meant you were naughty.
No, but that means we were still listening.
No, but as far as the teacher was concerned, if you aren't learning, that means you're not listening. If you're not listening, that means you're naughty. And if you're naughty, you get a smack on the hand. No, that's it. Things are different now, though. Whereas back then, they expected you to know the right answer straight away. So if they asked you a question, or they taught you a lesson. No, I wasn't in these days. Unfortunate. I was lucky. But Granny and Grandpa was pretty much in those days, and if they weren't listening and they weren't learning, they got a smack on the hand.
Granny told me she got okay all the things. Now she said I want the cake because you were talking to her friend when the teacher was talking.
Exactly.
That's why.
Yeah, you never speak when the teacher's talking. That's a big no-no. You do that, you get a smack. Noah, Jack, quick, turn around. Put your thumbs up with the sweet sharp. Go, yeah, sweets.
No school. No school today.
No school today.
No school today.
Izzy! That's it, you open up the door. There you go. Oh, watch the door, you two. Okay, morning, afternoon even. Hello there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right. Feel free to have a look around. If you've got any questions, oh, you're right.
Certainly.
Try my best to answer. Oh, you're right. The cake shop, and it was also the bakery when it opened in the 1900s. So the man who owned this place, Mr. Veal, which is why it's called Chocolate Veal, owned the bakery just behind here as well. So I've just got a picture of him here.
Oh,
Got a
wow.
very impressive moustache.
Look at that.
There we go. And that was Mr. Veal's family. And so they would have woken up at about 4 in the morning to start baking the bread. The kids would have been up at the time as well. And they used a lot of ingredients that we don't use nowadays as much. So they'd use a lot of lard, especially in the biscuits, which obviously wouldn't have tasted as nice. Those biscuits there have been there for about 40 years, so I wouldn't recommend trying any of those. A lot of the stuff from the shop has been taken from like the local area. So this cabinet here was taken from Beatty's in Wolverhampton. They had it sitting there in like a cupboard somewhere for like something like must have been 80 or 90 years or something. And they donated that. We've also got a load of stuff over here. We've got like an authentic coffee grinder, which they would use.
Thanks, Jack. Is there any questions that you want to ask? Will, Jack, Noah?
What's this?
What's that? Oh, that's a good question.
So this is the scale. This is like an authentic old scale. They would have put the item that they're weighing in here, and then they would have had weights over here. So these are actual weights that they would have used at the time. So there was a law introduced, I can't remember which year, in which it was illegal for bread to be below a certain threshold. And so there would occasionally be an auditor come in who would check to make sure your weights weren't, counterfeit. And if they were, he had like a portable furnace. So he would either add lead or like drill a hole in it. You can see there, there's a little hole drilled into the bottom of those. So this person's evidently, been up to, there's also some more weights that they would have used just over there. Any questions at all? I'll try my best to answer them. I'm not usually in it, so.
Thank you very much.
That one with the cherry in the middle.
One with the cherry bakewell.
That's it.
That's the one that goes in. We're going to share that one.
I'll share the ball one. Shall we get a ball one? No, sorry, I'll do that one. No, you pay for that one, so I'll talk you to that.
Okay, well that's the one with the bear.
Oh, you have to pay the cost. We'll pay for the sweets, Ruth. Thank you.
Do you know what I love those fruit?
What do they want?
What do you buy?
What are you after then, you three? What do you like? Those ones. Okay. Nice and easy then. Go on then.
Leave that one.
No, we'll pick those. Oh, you want one of those ones instead? So yeah. No. He's not having those ones. He's having something else.
Just one lolly. There you go.
Thank you.
See what you say, Jack?
Thank you.
Good boy. Now you just got to suck them.
Unless you want to go back and get some jelly beans.
What?
Do you want to get some jelly babies?
No, it's
We can go
alright.
back on the way back.
It's a dirty laugher, Jax. Oh my goodness me. Noah.
That's all nice.
So look at your tongue as well. Oh! It's gone round the corner. Should we go to the cinema? Should we see Paw Patrol's on? In the cinema? The cinema? Look. This is where you pay the ticket. You go, can I have one ticket please? Yep, no problem. There we go. Then into the cinema. Yeah, what do you think he's making, Jack? What do you think he's putting together?
I was packing something, but it's lost.
I will.
The horn broke on it.
What do you think he's making the chain? Wow! Oh wow! Look at that!
Unfortunately, the horn broke on it.
Oh no!
It broke there. This is what it is. Here's one I made earlier.
Oh, that's cool, isn't it?
Well, at least you can make another one.
Oh yeah.
That's
It's all
really
a bit
good,
of
isn't
fun.
it?
It's just what I do when I'm bored.
It's a ram's head. That's it.
Keeps me entertained on the quiet days.
Certainly does. I suppose it keeps you out the rain as well. Keeps you nice and warm with the heat.
Excuse to come out.
Certainly.
You enjoyed yourselves?
Yeah, it's been good so far, hasn't it, Will? We've learnt a lot of things. We have.
We went to the school.
Yeah, you went.
Was that fun?
That's it. You went to the school. A little bit strict though, wasn't it, Will? Yeah. You wouldn't have liked to have been in one of the schools in the 1930s.
In 3 minutes' time, I'll be starting my nail making demonstration, so you can watch that.
Oh, whereabout is that? Is that right here? Yeah.
So that's what I'll do right here.
I see. So what was he doing then, Will? Was he heating up the furnace? He's heating up. Oh, quite the metals. That's it. So he's made that metal really hot so he can mould it.
Yeah, shape it into whatever I want to. Like rams.
That's it. It's all about the Rams. Hopefully not tonight though, Will, because you're an American football supporter, aren't you? It's all about the Bengals tonight. Against the Rams.
Yes.
For the Super Bowl. No, that's it.
You know, sometimes I just don't listen. Do sometimes not listen.
That's it. You got your lollipop. He's just happy.
Do you know what? They told me to come in here and make nails. I wasn't listening myself. I met them instead.
Snails. Oh
Snails
my god.
instead of nails. That's what happens when you don't listen.
There you go. You got it wrong.
Don't make that mistake. It's a wasted day then. Wasted day.
Could be definitely very costly, couldn't it? If you're not listening, you get it wrong.
I wouldn't earn no money at all. Nail making was a very common job. In fact, if you think of Dudley as the heart of the Black Country, 4 miles in any direction in 1910, there was 50,000 nail makers
Wow.
who worked 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, and they could make up to 2,000 nails a day. So your dad's going to tell me 50,000 nail makers making 2,000 nails is exactly as how many nails are made every day?
Go on, Will. How many nails? I'm going to say it's a lot.
I'm asking you.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to say an awful lot.
A lot, yes, a lot.
An awful lot of nails.
Every day, yeah. In fact, it's 100 million nails. Luckily, I've only got to show you how to make one, so here goes. Now, whole families are working here, and that's because we have a great policy at work. Our policy at work is simple. It is this. If you can breathe, you can work. Can you breathe? You can work. Simple as that. Babies breathe. Yeah, babies can work. But where on earth do we stick the baby in the forge? Well, there's only one real place. You put them on top of the bellows. That's me bellows there. Watch this as I pump the bellows. It rocks the baby to sleep. I ain't got to deal with it.
How clever is
In
that?
fact, having the baby on top of the bellows adds more weight to it. That forces it down. And just like when we fill our cheeks full of air, so you go like this, if you're as the baby doing this, pressing it, what happens? Get more air. More air goes into my fire. That makes it nice and hot. Now, none of you two are 5-year-olds by any chance. Or 6?
Yeah. 6,
How
aren't
old
you?
are you?
7.
I'll come to your job in a bit. So, 6 years old. You'll be doing what I'm doing now. Pumping the bellows. You see a problem? I don't think you might be tall enough. That's not a problem really, is it? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tie a rope around there, dangle it down, and you get to pull the rope, there go, 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 pull the rope, there go. Only for 12 hours a day. So it's not too bad, is it? Now, so you say you're 7. Anyone else 7 and over?
Over.
We are.
All of you, yes. I was going to say, if not, you're very, very convincing 6-year-olds. Anyway, at 7 years old, you'll be doing what I'm doing now. You're making nails. Now, we started you young because we was poor. Did you know we're so poor, we're actually just one step off the workhouse. And that is one place you just don't want to be. There's a reason why we're poor. It's because of a nasty man. He's called a fogger. A fogger is a metal merchant and a property owner. He owns my forge and he owns my house, and with 50,000 nail makers working in Dudley, he owns me. Because if he didn't like me or any member of our family, he kicked us all out. We'll be on the streets. Worst thing is, he could actually replace us with someone else that very day. Anyway, he comes first thing in the morning and he sells me my metal. He sold me 6-foot rods using his own set of scales. Now, the thing is, he bought his own set of scales so he can calibrate it however he wanted. He could sell you less for more. Then he'll come back later in the day to buy the nails off you, again using a separate set of scales. Now, for a 100-weight bag of nails, now 100 weight is 50 kilograms, so you've got to think of 50 bags of sugar. You ever lifted sugar? Quite heavy. So think of 50 bags of that. For that, he should give me 10 shilling. But he doesn't. He robs me so much, he only gives me 4 shilling and 8, and that's less than half. And to top it all off, he don't give me no cash. He gives me credit. Credit to spend on his properties. These are called truck stops. They do have unusual names, like the Bottle and Glass, the Wagon and Horses, the Nag's Head. Nowadays we call them the Weatherspoons. They're pubs. You went into your pub to trade your credit at the bar. You traded it for beer tokens, to which then you could trade with the people who were drinking in the pub. You go on to say, I've got a beer token here, can you buy it off me? It gets you a pint. Well, they don't want to pay the same as a pint to get a pint, so you have to make it cheaper. The 4 shillings and 8 which you should have got turns into 3 shillings. Now with them 3 shillings you've got to give the fogger his rent, because if not he kicks you out. You've got to buy the metal off the fogger, so if not you ain't going to have no work, and then he kicks you out. And well, what's left over? Very lucky if you got any change or some food. That was the harsh reality. They were kept on the poverty ladder our entire lives, with no way, no chance of escape. No, they had to work fast. To make this would have only taken between 20 to 30 seconds. And that is known as a rose-headed nail. These are tapered at the top because they go into floorboards. Feel how soft the head of that is. It's hot! It's not hot, I'm holding it. No, have a feel, have a feel. Do you want to feel it? So it's only one nail. I've only got 1,999 more to go. So do you think you'll be like to be nail makers?
Alfie, can you be a nail maker?
See, reckon it'll be a good job, Will?
I'll tell you something else though. It's a bit very special.
Yeah, come there.
What I've got to do, teach you something, show you something special. Now, do you know what an anvil is? Do you want to tell them what the anvil is and where it is? Where's my anvil?
It's with the hammer.
Yeah, that's my anvil there. And above the anvil is very hard to see, but there is something that belongs to an animal which is considered very lucky. Horseshoes, yeah. And there's something wrong with my horseshoes. What's wrong with my horseshoes? Well, it's hard to see, but there's two that are upside down. And there's a reason why. Horseshoes are a lot like luck than a glass of water. A glass of water, you fill a water full of the red glass, fill a glass full of water, sorry. That's like the luck, that's like the horseshoe does. So when it's a U shape, it's all the other luck. What happens if you turn the glass upside down? What happens to all the luck?
It falls out.
But it's above my anvil. So it goes into my work, which makes my work very lucky. But I think I could do something special with this. Now, I'm going to do something special. I'm going to put that there, but I don't want you to touch it. I don't want you to touch it. I'm going to do something very special with these, and I want you to, first of all, listen out. I'm going to walk over there. Can you hear my footsteps? You can hear my footsteps. That's good. That's where you're stopping tonight. And them nails are going to reappear sometime later today. But I don't know when. I don't know when. It could be in the... are you stopping at home tonight? Is it stopping at home or a hotel? At home?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you get back home later, I want you to check the entire house. I want you to check the kitchen. I want you to check the bedroom. I want you to check the living room, like by the telly. And what will happen is that magic... Oh, not in the attic. It's usually where people stay, because the thing is, what's going to happen? When you find that nail later today, you'll notice something. You will notice you remember this moment for the rest of your life, because that is the moment you got your very own lucky magic nail. But I don't know when it's going to turn up, and the weird thing about this, you can check the living room or check the kitchen, you look around and you won't see it, and then you go back later on.
Wait.
No, that was always there. Different shape as well. And you go back and you check the living room or you check the kitchen and it's not there, and you check it later on and it's appeared. Because I don't know when it's going to turn up, I think. No, the thing is as well, if you have food later, especially if you have mashed potatoes or anything like that, just get your fork and press into it. Make sure it's not gone into that or anything like that. But when you find it, the most important thing is it's safe. Put it somewhere in a memory box or anything like that, because when you find that nail later today, that will bring you luck and magic. What do you say to that?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very welcome indeed.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye. And
Thank you for
have a
showing us how to make the
fantastic-
nails. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you in a bit. Bye bye. Will, where did that nail go?
Do you have it in your hand?
No, I don't. I've got your lollipop. Will,
Where people go.
the man showed you how to make nails.
And look, we have to be good.
He stuck the nails in front of you. He told you to close your eyes, and all of a sudden the nails disappeared.
Did you?
It did. But yeah,
You're peeking blind a bit.
yeah, it did. If ever you find that nail again, though, Will, that'll bring you good luck.
I can live with it, but I
Oh, you got your tickets. Yeah, hang on. go.
Jack wanted to stay there.
Noah, Will, Jack, have you enjoyed the Black Country Museum today?
Yeah.
Has it been good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We do.
Yeah, we're going to be done now.
Whoa,
Well, we're going to go for we're going to go for a drink now in a restaurant. I know. The Miniland. Oh, I think it was closed today, the Miniland area was. But it might be open next time we come. No, because the mine was closed, the Miniland was closed. That's it. We can do it again. Will,
The depot,
you got to interact with a lot of different people today, didn't you? Yeah? Like you live in the 1930s?
Now it's my turn to see the nail.
Yes, you got to find the nail now.
Yeah,
If everything pops up.
And then today because I didn't go where we nail.
Well, William sat through the nail making man, the blacksmith, and he made a very special nail, but then it disappeared in front of William's eyes, and he said when it reappears he's going to give William very good luck, but only if he's a good boy.
What if we went everywhere but not that star and we didn't see it?
Well, if you didn't see him, then yeah. So you got to have a look everywhere.
And then today that means I wouldn't find it.
No.
We only made 2.
But remember, Will, what did he say though? If you do find the nail, you've got to look after it.
Yeah, and be good, but if you be naughty, it won't come, won't it?
Exactly, that's it. So you've got to look after it. See you soon. Thank you for a great day at the Black Country Museum. Thank you very much. Oh, what have you got there, Jack? What have you got? And then
It's even better than an Xbox.
it's even better than Xbox.
Turn around, smile. Easy.
Noah, come on, get in the photo. Wait, Noah, you'll be on YouTube. You'll be on YouTube. Izzy, William, Jack, Noah, this way. Yeah. Do scariest noise. Scariest noise. Go.
1 week later.
Can you get it for my birthday, that car again? That I really want it.
To open it.
I can.
Took the box upstairs on the floor. I'm just looking for something.
Wow.